Give strength to the unity with the oneness of the Creator. We love you all, every individual. See your feelings, we feel your joy and elation, as well as your pain. We're so thankful for the opportunity to serve you in this time of renewal, of change, birthing. We feel wonder and sincere appreciation of the beauty of your sphere. You have a wonderful third density world, so rich and diverse, and every level showing the Creator's beauty. We as entities, not as much of the light as you, appreciate experiencing these wonders through your eyes when you allow us. So remember to include us in your meditations and your thoughts as we will hear you. We will hear your call, and we long to provide the service. There are so many distortions and veiled truths. It is a wonder you can distinguish our presence. So we thank you all for your circle of seeking We hope to share our love with you all.
Is the
Would there,
instrument prepared
would
for a
there,
question?
yes, the instrument is prepared and we are eager to answer your query, my brother.
During the group tuning, I had a visualization of this instrument sitting, getting his ponytail pulled back and snipped. I asked if this was supposed to happen, and I got a no. I asked if this was not supposed to happen, and I got a yes. Can you clarify why that was shown to me and if that's of any importance to anything going on?
We acknowledge the Laitos, and we understand your query, my brother. The vision you received is a construct of the teaching variety, a tool to evaluate the subtleties of the physical form. The structures that your spirit sits inside, these biochemical fortresses that you house your individualized spirit, are designed to interact with the universe in many ways that you en masse are somewhat not prepared for and to understand. The hair that you have on your heads, like other animals on your planet, is a way harnessing the Creator's infinite energy working to to absorb and channel energies down to very subtle waves and turn them into signal that is poured in by complex systems, chemical polarities. These energies can be utilized as conduits. They can power certain psychological states and this instrument would suffer greatly if someone had snipped off his ponytail. This is not to say that it is necessary and needed. There are many ways for your physiology to carry the waves of potentiality. You were given vision in order for you to decide on your own process of empowerment as we urge all the density entities to undergo and activate the dual light bodies they already house. Sorry, I correct this. In which they are already housed. Does this answer your question, my brother? Or shall I continue?
Yes, that answers my question. Could you go into more details about some of the other ways similar to hair where we can, as you said, increase our potentiality?
One of the simplest ways we can describe this instrument would, like me, like us, to declare we are those of Laitos. And we understand your query. The main way we could suggest is very simple, but somewhat neglected. And this is the act that you call grounding. grounding is of primary importance in third density. And fourth density activation. Due to Gaia's ever-growing, ever-changing, ever-evolving energy patterns of herself. By connecting to her directly, merging your energies with hers, you will slowly increase your vibration as she increases hers. The act of grounding and connecting to those energies as purely as you can has a similar energizing effect. There are many other ways, but we feel that this is so simple and is not given enough attention for its true potential. Does this answer your question? Or shall I continue, my brother?
That answers very well. Thank you very much. Does anyone else have a question?
We are those Laitos. We thank you so much for this continued work, for the seeking and the love that you are concentrating, that you are sculpting into something crystalline and radiant. At this time, we will attempt to pass the communication to Ashley, as you know her. We thank this instrument for its dedication, and we love you all. Adonai.
We are those of Laitos, and we are now with this instrument briefly, simply wishing to express through this vessel the inner standing, as you like to use this word, that all is transpiring the way that it should, and to be at ease, for the energies are very strong and undulating, and quite intense. However, these are very good waves. These are very good undulations, powerful though they may feel. And we wish to share that this is a moment to follow the flow and to allow the current of energies to wash away with your attachments to the shore. Before we step aside for our brothers and sisters, we would ask if there is a query to be addressed through this vessel.
Could I ask about the group that is above Ed's habitat? Do they have a name? And can we connect with them through this group somehow?
We are those of Laitos, and we would just confirm that you, our brother, are speaking of the topic that arose during our last gathering. Is this correct?
Correct.
We can share that this matter is of personal importance to our brother and instrument you call Edward, and that it is not at this time of a nature that the phenomena will expand to involve other selves. The nature of this brother's experiences are to be explored by this brother thoroughly. One of the potential teach learnings that we are perceiving being that of coming to the knowledge of trust and faith in what the self's own green ray perceives. It is quite easy, and we speak generally now. It is quite easy to find validity and surety from an external source, be it other self on the 3D plane or other self, such as our self, from a different plane. Nevertheless, the greatest takeaway from such experiences comes when a point of knowing and resonance via personal seeking, continual seeking and exploration of the phenomena, and faith has been achieved with what the incarnation's own higher self has revealed about the phenomena. The experience of endless confusion and frustration are opportunities for unraveling attachment and opening up the doors of greater connection to the green ray. Hence, this entity involved with the other self is to be explored more fully and solely by the other self, for its culmination and resolution will not ever be resolved by any external entity, incarnate or otherwise. Does this satisfy the query?
Yes, thank you very much.
I thank you. At this time, we will depart, transmitting through this vessel, but know that we are always with your circle. We are with you whenever you should call, as was shared previously. We leave you now, where we always find you, in the light and the love of the one infinite creator, Adonai.
Can anyone else feel that? Like, oh my god, it's like, it's amazing. It's, oh, oh, I I don't want it to stop.
We are those of Oxal, joining this specific circle of seeking for the first time. We connect with your vibrations and we read the harmony of this circle and find it to be most beautiful in the striving for that harmonious interconnectedness that will grow and expand as you continue in the ways of sincerity and commitment. We have come, for we are called by a specific vibration, by a specific other self who has queried and whose query has pulled at our awareness, so to speak. Thus, through this vessel, we greet you in the light and the love of intelligent infinity and communicate now. Our brother, we understand the difficulty and intensity of catalyst that you and many are experiencing in this distortion of experience that is the pain and continued entanglement with those beloved of the service to self nature. It is not lost on us that this causes great confusion and great upset in your beingness and those who experience this brand of catalyst with you. We would never attempt to lessen or cheapen its impact in your incarnative experience. Know that our hearts are with you always. As you, and we can feel that you know this, that you feel this, we cannot wave the magic wand, so to speak, and make it all go away. Well, we could. However, it would be a great infringement and one with karmic repercussions synonymous with the level of repercussions experienced by those of our brothers and sisters of Ra's actions long ago. But we may offer you always our love light vibrations and request that you request our presence, our energies, whenever you are in need of support of your mind, body, spirit. If you call, we always come, and we always offer you the fullest extent of our energy and our beingness within the bounds of free will. We would ask you to call to mind that you are the one infinite creator, not part of, but the one infinite creator, and to remind that all such things that you experience are of a design that you have orchestrated for your own highest good, that highest good seen by you, the infinite creator, as that which allows you to learn more, to feel more, and to expand more in ways that you cannot imagine, but that have infinite benefits to the overall development of your soul. That which you experience is calling you. It is calling you to think in ways that you have not thought before. It is challenging you so that you may reach a point where you change completely your current paradigm of thinking. You are being called to be unconventional. You are being called to turn away from the typical reactions and perceptions that the external catalyst may seek to elicit from you and to do something completely new and out of the box. A small example would be in the face of a great and terrible storm, rather than cowering in the fear and seeking a tree that you may hide behind. This instrument notes that a tree is the one place not to hide during a thunderstorm with much lightning. Thus, we amend to finding a structure to hide behind rather than this, rather than following the flow of all of the so-called bad reactions that being in the storm elicits. We invite you to laugh in the face of the dark clouds, to spin and dance under the lightning-filled skies, to laugh at the wind that knocks down the trees, and have no thought for your physical vehicle's safety or well-being, because you understand and perceive that you are not your physical body. You are not what is done to your physical body or felt by your physical body. You are something more, and that more is indestructible. That more cannot be harmed by any force on your world or any technology on your world or in all of the creation. It is indomitable. It is incorruptible. It is your pure essence as the infinite creator. We invite you to remember this within the storms, to have this abandonment of attachment to the physical form. This change in mentality will be very arduous and not easy to make. You may have to repeat it, this exercise of changing to this mentality many times, and you may use whatever. This instrument uses the word permission slips. Whatever permission slips allow you to do that change. And we would advise you to do it again and again and again until you may detach enough to find the freedom and to find what it is your incarnation is requesting of you for this particular experience. The themes explored within it as you experience this and others like yourself, this brand of catalyst is calling you to a realization and to a transformation. And we cannot be specific on what that is, but we can tell you that there is such a purpose. And when you find that purpose, you will find your freedom. We invite this brother to query again for any more specifics on what we have shared, and we remind that we are not infallible and we share only from our perspective, and for this brother and all to take what resonates and what does not leave behind. You have our love and our support, all of you. And that is all for this message that addresses this brother's query, who is not with your circle at this time, but who has patiently waited for our response. We are those of Oxal. And we leave this instrument and this circle in the matchless love and eternal light of the one infinite Creator.